Hey guys, Mr. Mackey here. Now yesterday I was introducing you to the second average that people use when looking at, well, the average of things. And this average was known as the median, which means the most central part of a set of data, the middle number, if you will. And for the challenge I set you yesterday, I wanted you to find the median of this data set, and I wanted you to give me from this data set a reason why the median is maybe not that reliable. So what we have to do first is we have to order this set. So let's start. The lowest number is 3, followed by 18, followed by 19, followed by 21, followed by 23, and then followed by 25. Now, because it's an even number in the set, we look at the most middle number, which is between 19 and 21. So what we do is we add them together to get 40, then we halve that. So the median in this set is 20. So what could a possible criticism be? Well, bearing in mind the middle number's 20, that's only really the median of these 5 numbers, and it doesn't really take into account the fact we have a 3 in that corner. So is it really the most middle number if it only takes into account a spread that is a very far end of a data set? So the criticism is the median doesn't take into account all of the values of a data set. In this case, it completely ignores the fact we have a 3 in the corner. Now this is when we go to the final data sets, the final average of this week. And some might call this the strongest average. And to work this out, we're going to use again this set of data. Let's check it out. So here's the set that we've just used, all ordered. You're welcome. Now, we can't use the mode because there isn't a mode. We can't use the median because, well, it doesn't take into account the 3. So what could we use to find the average? Well, this is when our calculator's needed. Because some people, what they'd most likely do is if they add up all of these numbers and then divide it by how many there are, you would then get an average in the set. So what I mean by that is you add 3, 18, 19, 21, 23, and 25 all together, and then you divide it by 6 because there's 6 numbers, and you will get from that the mean. The mean. And this basically means the sum of all numbers divided by how many there are. So let's work out the mean. We do 3 plus 18 plus 19 plus 21 plus 23 plus 25. That will get you 109. So now we divide that 109 by 6. And that will get us 18.16666666667. Now I want to do this to 2 decimal places because, you know, it's easier. So the mean in this case to 2 decimal places is 18.17. That's much lower than the median that we got, which was 20. Now, the mean is such a good, reliable data, a way of average, because it takes into account every value of the data. Let's try another one. Now, the great thing about the mean is you don't need to order the numbers. You can just add them as they are. So we have 9, 6, 13, 12, 14, 11, 8 and 5. What is the mean? Well, let's add them. So 9 plus 6 plus 13 plus 12 plus 14 plus 11 plus 8 plus 5. You will get overall 78. Now, to work out the mean, all you have to do is divide that 78 by how many there are. There's 8 numbers in total, so we divide 78 by 8, and you will get, to 2 decimal places, 9.75. Now that's a reasonable way of working out a good average. It's just all of them put together and divided, and you get the most average set come up. It's pretty cool. Now, The mean isn't perfect though. There are some problems with it. Now let's move on to our challenge today, where you're going to find for me why it isn't perfect. So here is your challenge. Now this is very similar to what we just given, a similar sort of data, but I've added one new number to this data set. 42. What is the new mean in this data set? And with that in mind, can you think of a criticism of the mean? So your challenge is to find the new mean of this set, and from that, can you find a problem? Good luck. We're going to be looking at a bit more detail in the mean tomorrow, but take care on this, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys.